Shalom. First of all, I'd like to start out by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles, great millstone. Likewise, brothers, so they're putting on this truth. Faith and fearlessly feeding the sheep into you, brothers and sisters, tuning in. Shalom. And the title of today's lesson is The City of Confusion Will Succumb to Violence. And the city of confusion is none other than Great Babylon, America. Now, let me make it very clear to you. These Edomites are scared. They're not only afraid of the prophecies that we are preaching out there on the highway and the byway coming to pass, but when you look at the media, the television news coverage, okay, and what's going on around this earth, and in particular what's transpiring here in Great Babylon, America, these Edomites are afraid that they are losing, okay, their stability and their life, okay, and they feel that they are being threatened from all around. Now, let me play this clip here from this lady here who's a Trump supporter, and listen to her words there. She talks about, okay, preserving, okay, white life, a victory for white life.
President Trump, on behalf of all the MAGA patriots in America, I want to thank you for the historic victory for white life in the Supreme Court yesterday.
Her campaign says she misspoke and stumbled while trying to say right to life instead of her white life. Her campaign also adding Miller has the most pro-life voting record in Congress.
Now, as you saw in that video, okay, hear what she say, and of course her campaign, they try to say that, you know, she misspoke. Yeah, she's meant to say right. No, she said exactly what she said. And she has a right, okay, to say what she said, because what? She is an Edomite, okay, she is a so-called white woman, okay, and every tribe on this earth has the right to preserve themselves, which is exactly what we, okay, as Hebrew Israelites, okay, are trying to preserve ourselves by what? Okay, you know, looking for refuge with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, now we're going to go into the book of 2nd Ezra today, mostly for this this video here. I'm going to try not to make this too long here, but okay, as you can see playing in the background here with all of the violence and the news coverage here. Okay, we are in a time right now where tarrying, okay, is not an option. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 15, starting with verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people should stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand." Okay, which you know is the modern day gun. And we have 18 tribes here in Great Babylon, America. This place is known as a cauldron. Okay, like you know what a cauldron is. It's like a big soup pot where you just throw everything inside there and cook it up. And this is what we're seeing right now, how this cooking, this is brewing that's going on. It says, "For there should be seditions amongst men invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor prince, and the cause of their action should stand their power." Now, everything you look in the news headlines with Joe Biden is negative. Okay, the fact that, okay, he has this policy where the border is opening up. Now, this lady, you know, this is our GOP representative, Mary Miller, wants Americans to remain vigilant. Be prepared to defend yourselves. Now, when she said American to be vigilant, she's not talking about us. She's talking with so-called white people, the Edomites, okay? This is what she's talking about. She's not talking about so-called African Americans, okay? No, so-called Native Americans, so-called Latino Americans. She's talking about Edomites, okay? They're feeling that a threat is coming to them because when they look, okay, they're looking in the scene, okay, this border crossing here at the Eagle Pass. So they're seeing, okay, the border's been you know, crossed over by people they deem as illegal immigrant. There's a lot of proof or evidence that UN troopers coming through, Chinese mercenaries are coming through, Russian mercenaries are coming through, you know, these African mercenaries are coming through. There's a lot of different people who have no type of good intentions for the so-called American people here, and they're coming here to do exactly what the elites, okay, are looking to implement here, which is what? Martial law, okay, a state of emergency, okay, chaos where they can present the order afterward, and there's going to be a hell of a chaos that's going on. Okay, when you look at this news article right here, it says, this is the Mirror. It says, "Day of Jihad, New York PD orders all cops to report in uniform amid Hamas call for protest." Now, these protests is not going to be, you know, like the Black Lives Matter protest where they, you know, tell Jake them to smash windows and all that stuff. That then, you know, these people strap bombs onto themselves, blow themselves up. They take things to the next level. Okay, they're not going to give Jake, okay, that level of responsibility to create the kind of chaos they need here in Great Babylon, America, because Jake really just can't do it. Okay, Jake is simple. Okay, so Jake is really good for, you know, doing like stealing bags and smashing windows and grabbing grab, what they say, steal and grab, or grab and go, whatever cases like that. Low level crap like that. When they're looking to bring in the real big guns, they bring these guys inside here. And there's a lot of them that are over here in Great Babylon, America. Let's continue on here in 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 17. It says, a man shall desire to go in a city and shall not be able. Why are you not going to be able to go into it? It's going to be martial law. Okay, each one of these cities are going to start to become like a kind of like a gang territory, or territory for different groups, okay, whether it's going to be the Edomites, or it's going to be the UN, or whatever the case is like that. So it's going to become very territorial, because you have stores burned down, buildings burned down, businesses burned down. Really, everything is just going to go down. The life that right now, that we know, is going to crumble. Okay, this is going to become a horror show. So they're giving you the warning right now. Again, these wicked people have to put out there exactly what their intentions is before they bring it out. And you have a lot of Jakes that are just sleeping. Okay, when I say Jakes, I'm talking about the so-called Black Native Americans and Latinos. Okay, but even these other tribes, they're sleeping. Okay, they still believe that normal is going to continue on as long as they bow their head, okay, and follow whatever the so-called white man, Esau the Edomite, says for them to do, which is going to lead them to death. And it says, for because of their pride, the city should be troubled, the houses should be destroyed, and men should be afraid. Why did the Bible use men and not women? Okay, the Bible really is very masculine, so it uses men. Okay, but it just goes to tell you, it just goes to show the level of terror that's going to be here in Great Babylon, America, the city of confusion. The men are going to be afraid. Why are they going to be afraid? Because they have no clue what actually is to take place. Only the men of the Lord are not going to be afraid. Because why? We throwing up our hand and saying, Kala Yabashim Ashai Bashim Kakadash. Okay, this is exactly what we praying to Yahweh Bashim Ashai for. Get these people out of their comfort doggone zone. I want to see thousands die a day. I don't give two flying shit, because these people live a doggone privileged life over here in Great Babylon, America. Okay, oppressing the children of Yahshua, Israel, so-called Black Americans, Latino, but in particular, okay, making mockery, okay, the men of the Lord who sigh and cry on the highway and the byway, okay, warning them of what to come, and they think it's a doggone joke. And it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So much for the good neighborhood crap, okay, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, which is the modern day gun, or whatever else they got. If they run out of bullets, they can use knives, baseball bat, okay, sticks, stones, whatever, bricks, okay, and spoil their goods, which is what? Your food, okay, your water, your beer, whatever the hell you have, they're gonna take whatever they choose to take. They're gonna take your jewelry, they're gonna take the milk formula from your kid and eat that, okay, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay, we can look at the term bread. Bread is also associated with money. What do Jake always say? Man, I need me some bread. You need money to buy stuff, but this is also talking about the physical bread itself, which is what? Substance, food. Okay, you have a gluttonous nation that don't know how to put down the knife and fork. Okay, how do you think people are going to react when they go 1 or 2 days without food? Okay, people are going to be going crazy. Okay, so that good neighborhood, let's all get along. Hey, how do you do? It's going to go to the window. And this is going to be Edomite against Edomite, niggas against niggas, spick against spicks. Okay, everybody. Okay, again, I mentioned earlier, this place is a cauldron, okay, that has 18 nations in it. Okay, and you have the wickedness of each one of these people inside here. So Jake them think that they're badass like that, but you're gonna see people who willingly would strap a bomb in their body over here and blow fucking doggone 30, 40, 50 people. They don't give a flying shit. So it's gonna be a whole new level of violence, okay, that we haven't seen here in Great Babylon, America. And what this woman is talking about is she's sending out a preemptive, okay, signal to these Edomites to let them know, hey, be prepared, okay? Go to the range, continue to practice it, stock up your food like that, stock up on ammunition, okay, and be prepared, okay? And these Edomites, even the ones in law enforcement, okay, and the so-called militia group and all that stuff, they're going to all try to band together. Of course, the Lord has it set up to where what? They're not going to be banded together. Now, we give the warning, okay, to Yahshua, Israel, okay, about this danger, this horror show that's going to be coming here, because really, this is going to be, what is going to be the catalyst, okay, for Jacob's trouble, which is what? The trouble of the 12 tribe of Israel, or so-called Black Americans and Latino, because we are the least thought of people here in this place right now. As you see right now, Jake them are falling apart right now, resulting in, resolving or going into the life of crime, of breaking and entering and taking things right now. And this society is still functioning. This is the book of Jeremiah 13, verse 15. It says, hear ye and give ear. Be not proud, for the Lord Yahweh Shemashai had spoken. Give glory to the Lord your power, Yahweh Shemashai, before he caused darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains. And while you look for light, he turned it into the shadow of death. This place is known as the valley of the shadow of death. Okay, and make it gross darkness. Right now, the light, okay, is the scripture, these words that we put out. Yes, we do look like ordinary men. You know, some of us are tall, some of us are short, some of us are good looking, some of us are ugly, but bald, all kinds of different things like that. So yeah, people don't really take heed to us because we're not exactly the most desirable type of man on this society. And that's exactly the way the Lord wanted to set it up. Because why? He is only going to save an elect. An elect is few. He's only looking to save a remnant, okay, which is what? A few, those that he choose and deem worthy, okay, for him to give that covering to. When we go into the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16, okay, this should make it very clear to you exactly, okay, who are the players, okay, that's in this great violence, this great reset that's going to be taking place, okay? Now, I want you to listen to the first 5 verses I'm going to be reading out to you, okay? And take a look at the news headlines and everything about it. It says, woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria, okay? Now, we see the Middle Eastern nations are here. Okay, you've seen the conflict that's going on there with Hamas and Israel. Okay, Babylon is known as Great Babylon, America, Asia, the Chinese, and all these other nations like, you know, North Korea. That could be those are all part of that Asia major and Asia minor. Okay, nations. Okay, and we know this place is also known as spiritual Egypt. Okay, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Okay, and it says, gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. The destruction is at hand, people. Make no tarry about it. The destruction is at hand right now. A sword is turned upon you, and who may turn it back? The Lord is doing a cleansing right now. This earth is defiled. It's wicked. Everything is out of order. The women are out of order. The animals are out of order. The trees are out of order. The air is out of order. The food is defiled. Everything is defiled here. Okay, even us. Okay, as the prophets of old that are back here today, we're defiled. This is the reason why we giving our cause and pleading to the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai to spare us, because we are not worthy of even being alive right now. I'm not worthy of sitting in this chair right now making this video, okay, edifying the hopefully lack out there the sheeps, okay. But the mercy of the Yahweh Shema Shai has given us, okay, the ability to do this. And it says, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn back? Not a damn person can turn back the judgment that's going to be coming on all these nations. And we're focusing here on Great Babylon, America, because this is where most of your Hebrew Israelites are going to be living during the time of Jacob's trouble, okay. And it says, a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? No one can drive these plagues away. Okay, you've got the CDC throwing out a bunch of doggone viruses out there. You've got the FEMA camps all over the doggone place. You got the food that's been defiled. They're looking now to put, okay, these abomination inside the food and spray it up in the air. Okay, put it in the water. Okay, and so you have a situation where, as these nations start to clash, it's no longer now going to be just, you know, Jake, okay, and these Edomites. It's not going to be so-called black people and white people now clashing. Now you are going to have everybody clashing. And you know, when you look at it, can anyone really tell the difference between, okay, a Hamas and say an Egyptian, or a Hamas and an Indian person? So you're going to get people are going to be having mistaken identity, just like how, you know, they say they saw a dark shadow and then they pull over Jake, and you happen to be so-called black, okay, and then they take you into, they beat you in the ground, or even put you to death, you know, right there and then. So there's gonna be a lot of mistaken identity here, because you're gonna have the people who are the kikes, okay, the so-called Jewish people here, okay, are gonna be going up against the people who they think that that's their land. They're fighting over something that's not even there. That this is that confusion that the Lord is bringing. But let's focus here on Great Babylon, America. Let's go to the book of Isaiah 65 and start verse 12, okay, because this is going to be that message that's going out to the 2/3 out there, okay. And it's always a reminder, hopefully, like Yahshua Allah, so-called Black Americans, Latino, okay, who fear the Yahweh Shema Shai, okay, to keep this in mind. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and you should bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, you did not answer. Who did not answer? The 2/3. When I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and not choose that which I delighted not in. So they go and you know, still into the party, and okay, they're following these, you know, these Wongabod camp, you know, like IUIC and Wi-Fi and all that stuff, who's keeping them in this jolly spirit, because why? They've taken the bag and they've been paid off. They don't believe in the prophecies to come. They don't think it's going to have any impact on them. It says, therefore thus said the Lord power of the whole my servants shall eat, but you should be hungry. Behold, my servant should drink, but you should be thirsty. Behold, my servant should rejoice, but you should be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of fire, but you shall cry for sorrow of fire, and shall howl for vexation in spirit. Not a damn thing is going to work for you, Jakes out here. You think you're smart asses, but you don't understand. These people don't value your life, okay? These Edomites right now are looking for self-preservation, and what they see right now is a great threat. They see, okay, migrants, okay, the Latinos that are coming over here from the South America, okay, are a threat to them. They think in the mix of them is doggone people who are going to hurt them, okay, which is going to be the result of this violence or this chaos that's going to come, where these elites are going to sit back and watch it take place. You know, lots of slaughter, and we're going to see how the slaughter is going to play out when we go and look into the book of Psalms chapter 91, starting verse 5. It says, "Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night." Who won't be afraid by the terror of night? That's going to be the hopefully elect, okay? Nor for the arrow that fly by day. Why are we not going to be afraid? Because we know everything that is happening is being controlled by Yahweh Shemashai. He creates good and creates evil. So if he says you're safe no matter what I do, or no matter what I have the so-called white man do, or what I have Hamas or these Israelis or all these other nations here in this cauldron do, nothing is going to happen to you. Sit back, relax, I got you. He says, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it should not come nigh to thee. So we're going to see a lot of stinking, nasty ass dead bodies and stuff like that. Dead bodies of our enemies, dead bodies of those who mocked us. Same person you saw just a couple of weeks ago, if this was to take place tomorrow, okay, who's mocking you, who just drove right by you, didn't even honk a horn at you while you're out there on the highway and the byway, okay, are going to be going, laying on the ground, begging for you to help them, which the Lord has made it very clear to us. Pray not for these people, okay, meaning what? Don't help them. Don't even think about them. Just walk on by. Like what Dionne Warwick sing that song, walk on by. Yeah, that's exactly what you can do. Walk on by and laugh. Now it's your time to laugh or mock at their ass. And it says, only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And that's exactly why we're going to laugh, okay? That's why when I went back you go back into the book of Isaiah, okay, the Lord said what? Isaiah 65 and verse 13, it says, therefore thus said the Lord of power, behold, my servant should eat, but thou should be hungry. Behold, my servant should drink, but thou should be thirsty. Behold, my servant should rejoice, meaning we're going to be happy. Like, yes, it's taking place now. Who's laughing right now? Okay, when you're out there hungry, running for your life, okay, because Hamas is already here. You get these terrorists already here, jacking your ass up. Esau is mistaking everybody for doggone a threat to them, and it's just gonna be violence. Let's take a look here. It says, only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no ill befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angel charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. Okay, so he's going to keep us sane. Okay, we're going to see the insanity of these people around here losing their mind. They can't believe, okay, the city of confusion is erupted in utter chaos and violence like that. And all the beauty of Great Babylon, America, is going to be just smothering smoke. Okay, so like, with that LA riot that happened in 1992, and the little stage Black Lives Matter, that's not going to be nothing in comparison, okay, to the terror, okay, that's about to erupt on Great Babylon, America. So they're planning something, okay. We need to be vigilant, stay awake, stay abreast, okay. Trust nobody that's outside of this truth. Okay, our circle is small. Don't desire anything out of this world, because this is going to be all burnt up real soon. And these people out here, okay, are going to be are going to express themselves as savage as they really are. Okay, so Lord willing, the hopefully elect was edified. I'd like to close out by giving honor and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double on said teachers, elders, and apostles of great most likewise, brothers, so they're putting on this truth. Faithfully fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom.